Friends. Today's science experiment can be found in the day one part of your packet. It's called Will the Wind Blow It? And it looks like this. Has some pictures of some different items and some directions on top. And this one has 2 pages. It has that side and some questions on the back of this side. So you're welcome to do this activity all on your own if you'd like to, or if you want to join me today and do it together, I'd love to do it with you. So before you get started, you'll need to gather some materials from your house. They have some materials written down here, like marker, Kleenex, straw, spoon, paper, cube, button, pencil. As we go through, you'll notice that I don't have all those things in my house. I couldn't find a button and I couldn't find a cube, but I found some things that were like it. So if you're working together with me on this, we might have different materials for these different objects as we go. So if you want to press pause on this video and just go see what you can find around your house that either is that same object or has some similar properties. For example, when I read cube, it looked like one of those Unifix cubes we have in our classroom, but I didn't have one in my house, but I did have this little piece of a plug that's a kind of a cube shape. It reminds me of a cube, so I thought that would be a good stand-in. And then I couldn't find a button like I said, so instead I don't know if you can get a clear picture. Oh, it's upside down, friends. Clear picture of that coin. Who remembers what that coin's called? A dime worth 10 cents. So instead of a button, I thought, oh, a dime is sort of a similar weight and size and shape as a button. So I'm going to use a dime instead. Okay, now that you've collected your materials, what we're going to do is think about our breath as wind. So it says, will the wind blow it? I want you to think about your breath as a source of wind. What we're going to be doing is we're going to predict and then test, will our breath be enough to blow away these objects? So what we're going to do first is we're going to predict if it is powerful enough or not. So our first object is a marker. And like I said, you might have something a little different about your house, around your house that's like a marker, maybe a similar shape or size. And I'm going to think about this marker and I'm going to predict, will my breath be able to blow it? And maybe you've even tried this before. Maybe you've blown something that's a similar shape or size and you make your prediction thinking about that. Or if you've never thought about it before, maybe you're just going to think, maybe would it move if I pushed it? Would a breath be enough? So under prediction, it says, will the wind blow it? And you can check yes, which is the first column, or no. And I think for the marker, I'm going to check yes. Now, it might depend on your material. Maybe you use something a little bit different. You might check no on yours, or you might check yes like me. The next object is a Kleenex. Now, Kleenex could look like this. It could be nice and flat. It could look like this. It could be all crumpled up. Either way, it's still a Kleenex. I wonder, is yours crumpled or is yours flat? You'll have to make your prediction. Maybe thinking about those things about the Kleenex, if it's crumpled or flat. So I'm going to predict, I'm going to have mine crumpled, and I'm going to predict that the wind will blow it because I know when I blow my nose, the tissue moves. So I'm going to guess or predict yes for that. A Kleenex will blow. The next thing is a straw. Maybe you don't have a straw in your house. Maybe you can think about something that's like a straw. A straw is round, can roll. So will this blow? And I think it's kind of like the same reason I'm thinking a marker would blow, because it's round and I know that it would roll. I'm going to say that yes, I think I could blow a straw with my breath. Next thing is a spoon. Spoons can look really different. I know in my house I have some wooden spoons, I have some metal spoons, maybe you have some plastic spoons in your house. So you're going to think based on your spoon, because like this is metal, so it's a little heavier than I know a plastic spoon is. You're going to think will this blow when I blow on it? And mine's pretty big and heavy. I'm going to predict no. I'm going to predict no for that one. Maybe based on what your spoon looks like, feels like, weighs like, you might have a different prediction. Next is paper. Paper can come in all shapes and sizes and weights. This is just a little sticky note that I crumpled up. And once again, it could be flat, just like the Kleenex, or it could be crumpled up like the Kleenex. I chose to crumple mine. And I'm going to predict, will this blow when I blow on it with my breath? And I'm going to predict yes. Maybe you have some thicker paper at your house and you like it's heavier and you might predict maybe not, or maybe if you leave it flat and it's heavier, maybe it won't flow. I don't know. Depends on what you've got. So next is cube, and like I said, I'm using a little piece of a charger I have here, and I know you can't feel this through the video, but it's pretty heavy. I'm going to predict that because it's so heavy, I don't think my breath will be strong enough to blow it. So I'm going to predict no for that. Next is the button, and if you remember, I have 10 cents instead of my button. And a 10-cent, a dime, it's pretty flat. A little bit heavy. I don't know. I'm really torn about this one. What do you think, friends? I'm just going to take a guess because I really don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to guess no, I think. And you know what? If my prediction comes out to be wrong or right, it's okay. It's a prediction. We're just going by what we know already to try to think about what might happen. So last on this list is a pencil, and that is something I had in my house, so I have a pencil here. Kind of like the straw, kind of like the marker. It's round, it's long, not very heavy. For those reasons, I think I'm going to predict yes, that a pencil will flow.